had imposed upon us from the dictatorship in Brisbane, State Parliament, that we're going to have 6 regional divisions out of 4 Shire councils. I maintain that in those Shire councils we still will have, in my opinion as Mayor, we will still use the benefit of Chief Executive Officers within those Shires, be fitted into each division of this, each new 6 divisions of the regional Shire. Now, each councillor elect, in my opinion, will be asked to put to the public in that division a committee to represent the people of that division, so that we get the opinion from everybody how we should plan to spread the finances of the original Shires. My opinion is that they stay within the 4 divisions of the principal over above 6 ahead of them. But I'll leave that to the public to design a principle, and I'll battle and stick that money stays with those 4 divisional original Shires. Because I tell you what you're doing, you're mixing Queenslanders with Victorians, and they don't mix. Thank you.
What I will say is you cannot. I shouldn't say this because this is right on the top. Kingaroy has some $40 million debt. Whether it's true, I don't know. Menango has some $3 million debt. Bergen, I think, has some $8 million debt. And if you start, I've been told by people, oh, we don't want to pay Kingaroy's debts. And Menango saying, we don't want to pay Bergen's debts. We've got to find a way of getting around these and saying, you're all one. You're going to have to all work together to achieve what you want. And if you don't work together, we're going to go under. We're going under now at the moment, so we've got to get our heads above all the staff bodies. If we don't do that, we're never going to get out of it. We've got to look at the structure that's in place at the moment and then try to even it out fairly amongst the state, amongst the Shires. If we don't do that, we can kiss our age before it. So thank you.
I know that the current Shires do have varying levels of debt, but I can assure everybody here that the Kingaroy Shire Council does not have a debt of $40 million. Far from it. The bottom line for these considerations are what people have to pay in their rate notices. And we need to remember that the majority of what is paid in is from charges for water, for sewerage, for cleansing, all of that sort of thing. And by law, these programs have to be covered on a user pays basis. So what we're really talking about is the general rate that covers all those other things. And yes, it is important. And if elected, I would certainly do my utmost to keep the rates as low as possible for everybody, whether they live out in the bush or in one of the towns or wherever. I'm a ratepayer myself. I certainly don't want to be paying any higher rates than I have to be paying. I enjoy paying rates as much as the next bloke, which isn't very much. We have to therefore plan and budget very, very carefully for how we're going to spend ratepayers' money. We will have to prioritise the projects that are going to happen in all areas of the Shire. Only by sensible and responsible budgeting and using the expertise among that 300-odd employees that we have in the Shires to assist us to do that. The councillors will have to look at what their areas need and prioritise them. We don't have a bottomless pit to drag money out of. And we are only the guardians of the community's money. So hopefully, no, not hopefully, certainly, by prioritisation, by careful budgeting and costing and planning, we can avoid any great differential of rates from one area to another.
Thank you very much. I think this is one of the major concerns of people with the amalgamations, what's going to happen to your rates. Now, Bill, you mentioned that all the councils have twice-yearly rate notices. That's not quite the case. Wandai Shire doesn't. Our bills aren't big enough. We only do it once a year. It was actually proven during the size, shape and sustainability process that we went through that Wandai has the 7th lowest rates of the 137 councils in Queensland. We prided ourselves on not increasing rates unduly to make sure it doesn't affect our rate notice. Once you join those 4 councils together, of course, there's going to have to be a gradual melding of what we do. But already in the state government legislation, they give us time to be able to transition our rates from the current system we've got to a new system. So that's one thing that we must use. There's quite a number of other tools that we can use as well as councils to make sure that rates are fair and equitable. We can use rate capping. We can use differential general rates. And that way we'll make sure that we have a lower impact on people. And that, in the end, with amalgamation, that's what I believe we should have. It's the lowest impact on the general public that we can possibly have. Making sure that it can work. Making sure that we can all afford to be able to live within the South Burnett. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. Look, I know it's one of the biggest issues, and it's one of the things that we all worry about as ratepayers across the South Burnett. We worry about the imposition and the amalgamation of 4 shires, what effect that's going to have on our rating. Unfortunately, from the local government point of view, as a councillor and councillors around the room tonight will say that often our report card is our rate notice. If our rates don't go up too much, we've done all right. If they go up through the roof, well, we've got a few problems. Differential rating is here to stay. It will stay with the new South Burnett Regional Council. What that means is that the area that you're in at the moment, the shire that you were in prior to March 15, that'll be the basis for your rating come 2008, 2009. We've got a lot of rating staff who know what they're talking about. Those people, those employees, those existing employees from the 4 shires have already met. I'm on the local transition committee. It's been one of the key areas that we've looked at to make sure that there is not a great impact come that first rate notice from the South Burnett Regional Council in 2008, 2009. And that, what you are rated in 2008, 2009 will be based on what you previously paid. So I know it is a concern, I know it's a worry,